walked back down the stairs, and then he turned around and said, "That wasn't Mike." So,
That joke
anyway.
was bad.
Oh, yeah, I tried. But, greetings and
All
welcome
around,
to
all around
Heroes
awful.
Need Not Apply, our actual play show of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons on Roll20, the virtual tabletop. We will be playing Storm King's Thunder campaign mod, which is a standalone campaign that you can all-in-one thing on Roll20 you can download and get. I'm your DM Brady, and I'd like to take a quick second real quick and thank the person for our awesome intro and sort of theme song, I guess you could say. His name is Jonathan, or you can find him, it's at JNATHYN, JNATHYN, Jonathan. Check him out on all those platforms. But thank you for showing up or watching or listening to this. And I think now I'm going to kick it over to Pat with some housekeeping if he has anything. Pat.
Hey, this is that guy Patrick. Just want to take a second to ignore Jacob and
Tidy up.
mention that the music that we're going to be listening to tonight, or I guess you're going to be listening to, we'll hear it a little bit, is going to be provided by Syrinscape. It's going to be controlled by our good friend Dustin. Let's see, we really enjoy Syrinscape. It's got some great sounds, some great background music, some great ambiance, and some good sound effects to go along with pretty much whatever theme you got going. Sci-fi, high fantasy, even like I think modern like car sounds and street sounds, that sort of thing. So hopefully Dustin's got some good a good soundtrack lined up for us tonight.
Starting off with
Already.
a ringer.
Also, I'd like to just start off by apologizing for last episode. I realized I was very close to the mic, but it was too late till everything was over with, so it sounded pretty rough. I'm going to try and keep a distance this time. So sorry about that last time, but we're getting better every day.
Yeah.
All right. So does anybody else have anything real quick, or are we good to go?
I'm good.
All right. So quick recap, just to set the scene for where we're at. You guys made it to the Dripping Caves. You did a quick survey around, and you decided to go. You found two other entrances. Yeah, well, you found two other entrances, and you decided to go in the east side. And you went in. You're searching around. You found a little pool with water, and then you found this this column, this stalagmite, and it had holes in it. And I believe one of y'all like poked it, didn't you, or like poked the holes?
I don't think we did that. I think we just walked by it. I hid a rusty sword. Yep, that's all I remember.
So if I recall correctly, a big black ooze came out of it, and is now filling up the area there, and it's starting to take somewhat of a big blobby form. And that's where we left off. So to get this thing rolling, I need you to roll for initiative.
We doing it in Roll20 or rolling for
real? Whatever you want.
Forgot.
Either one.
Roll20, we do that, right?
You can do that, right?
No.
Let's see.
Every now
and then click on Oran and then initiative. Right? Hey, 17.
I got to clear
17.
out from
19.
Last time.
Oh. Did they all
What?
just delete?
Come on, I rolled a 17. No.
Right. Oh, 22.
Did mine go through? I'm not seeing
Yeah, the first one.
I see it.
In chat, I see it. It's 22.
Your second one was a 21, so I mean, both are pretty good.
Oh.
And if you are
Good with
watching
that.
on Twitch or on YouTube later, we are using, again, the virtual tabletop called Roll20. And it's very helpful. You can basically play distance with like full tabletop and lots of different stuff. So that's what we'll be using for this. So, Coyn, what did you...
That man's doing good work.
Coyn, what did you roll?
I rolled a 19.
Okay.
And the sludge actually gets 4 rolls. Rolled an 80, boys.
Let's see here. Add turn. There we go. No, y'all got pretty lucky. He
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so again, just to set the scene for while you're in there, this little room is only like 15 by 15 feet big. There was a stalagmite in the middle, and this thing just oozed out of it, and then kind of plopped onto the floor and is sort of like in a semi-blob form, like. And you all are kind of just around the outside of this, like the edge of this room. It's very small, very compact, and it's not that bright. So it oozes out, and that brings us to Tarat. You're first up. What would you like to do?
That is an excellent question.
Before we get started on looking at Roll20, where's Oran?
I'm to the.
He's to your left.
I'm to the.
Oh, I see him now.
To the east. Brady,
You looking
I'm
for
not.
things to hide
I
behind?
don't have anything on the turn tracker.
Yes.
For initiative.
I don't either.
I see that.
I've got y'all up there.
All I
I'm
see
not
is the
seeing
ooze's initiative of 2, and then
I
me
believe
and
you
Tarat's
guys that I
rolls on
got
the
it.
right.
Okay, well, let me do this.
I believe that I got a 22. I believe you guys.
Yeah, can you see that now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Bunch of zeros.
Coyn, you had what,
Ooh, yeah.
19?
19.
Okay, and Oran, you had 17, correct?
Man.
Okay, so y'all can see that now?
Oh wait, I had, well, sorry, I had 18, but that doesn't change anything.
Still,
Oh wait,
just
sorry, it's no, I forgot that. You're good. Go ahead, 17. Got it.
Potato.
Drive on.
We all
Okay.
roll really
Tarat.
well on this one.
So this thing oozed out, has taken form in front of you, and you're the first thing to react. What do you do?
I'm assuming I've got my battle axe in hand.
Yeah, I mean,
can't-
whenever it started pouring out, you all just kind of like readied yourself, and you can draw it out.
Then I'm going to try to hit him with my battle axe or hand axe. Yeah, not a battle axe, just a hand axe.
Okay,
That is a solid 16 to hit
that is a hit.
for 7 damage.
Okay. All right, so you swing at this thing, and it kind of cuts through, and you can see it sort of knocks like little bits off of it, but it didn't take as big of a chunk out as you would have liked. But as your battle axe swung through and it came out the other side, you're pulling it up to like ready yourself, and you hear this like, ding, ding, and you look over, and your axe is like starting to corrode pretty heavily from the ooze that was on it, and you're actually going to take a -1 to your damage rolls. So
Well,
mark that down.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And after
Well, I'm
you've
not
done,
gonna punch him.
and so after you've done that, and it's kind of you hear it sizzling and tinkling out. It kind of just quits over time. So it's not ongoing, but you can tell if you hit this thing, it's
very
gonna.
corrosive.
Yeah.
Oof.
No bueno.
So now, do you want to stay there? Do you want to move? Well, you can't really move. I mean, you can move through Coyn and stuff, but
Yeah. No, I'll just stay where I am.
Okay.
I don't see much difference getting hit there, getting hit somewhere else.
all right. So you take this, just cut through him, and it's kind of sizzling on it. And both Oran and Coyn, you see this after he swung it through there, and you see his axe sort of like starting to look a little pitted, and kind of you hear it sizzling, and you're able to see that. So and then the ooze is just like standing there. So Coyn, what would you like to do?
I'd like to make a knowledge roll of some sort.
You can do a nature.
Nature?
Nature.
I don't know anything. It looks yummy.
Natty 1.
No. Well, actually, that's a 7. I thought it was a 1, but it's a 7 plus nature, which is probably No, that's a
-1.
6.
Yeah.
Negative 4.
You, in your travels and your times in taverns, you've at least heard of what this thing is, and you can see it on the screen. It's called a black pudding, and it's a type of ooze, basically.
Not a type of pudding? Wow.
No, you don't want to eat this.
This one
But
sucks.
that's really all you know. And from watching Tarat do that, you can tell that anything that attacks it, pretty much melee attacks type things will give corrosive type damage to the weapon. So.
Oh. Well, I believe I will disengage and fall back down this little corridor here a little bit. Take a couple steps
Back this
away
way?
from it. Yep. I'll back
Okay.
up to about.
So you disengage, so it doesn't get an attack of opportunity on you, and you
Yep.
move out of its range. And so that was
And
your
I don't-
action. You can do anything else.
I don't remember last week if I said this or not, but did I walk into the cave with my crossbow locked and rocked?
I can't remember if you did, but we can just say that you did, because I mean you were going into a cave. It only makes sense that you would like.
And we already
Kinda be
saw
ready.
a bunch of baddies.
Yes.
So we'll just say, even if it didn't say that in the last episode, we'll say that you did have it ready. So.
But since my action was to disengage, I can't fire
Correct.
it at this point.
Correct, but you
I
have
am.
it.
Okay, so I'm going to say as I step back is, guys, let's lure it in here, and let's let the things fight each other.
Okay, so that's all you say to everybody.
That's all I say to everybody.
Okay, so you both hear that, and so Coyn just kind of like took a couple of steps back down this northern tunnel that goes up to the north, bends up, and you know that goes from where you scouted out. You know that goes into the main cavern there, where those two ogres and some of the goblins were that you saw. And he stepped back into there, and he told you guys that. So now it's Oran's turn.
Okay, gotcha. So, Oran had his dancing lights go in, and like ooze just like grabbed it.
Yep.
So, a little bit of a freak out. So, just going to reflexively cast. Is my mage armor still up?
Yeah, I think you, because I mean, it's how long is it?
It's 8 hours.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, you guys
okay.
traveled for like
I can't-
4 hours there.
Yeah.
I was about to
Okay.
say it
I
wasn't
couldn't-
days.
Took an
I
hour.
can't
Yeah, you took
remember.
an hour to search around the hill, so you've got about an hour left.
Okay, so mage armor's up, so we're gonna cast. Or let's see. So I would need to disengage in order to not take an attack of opportunity from this thing, right?
I mean, if you're already up in its grill, if you moved out of it, you would. But if you're making an attack, because you're already within its 5 feet,
Yeah, it's
it's
just
only if you move out of it.
Right. No, I got you, but my chill touch is ranged.
Oh
and
yeah.
so-
Well, you just have to roll with disadvantage.
Right. You say that like I am okay with doing that. Okay. Let me see here. My character sheet
So this thing, while you're
disappeared,
thinking, this
so let
thing
me,
is
gross.
just like standing there, and it's kind of like, it's sort of not really taking any certain form, but you see it just kind of like, kind of blurb up, and then just kind of like slump back down into this just kind of amorphous thing in front of you.
Gross.
Gross. Back to my hunt.
Now back to my hunch. Okay, I'll cast chill touch at disadvantage.
Alrighty.
And just kind of like, nah.
Give us a roll, dear.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Let's see. So that's 6 plus. Where's my character sheet? Keep going. It's an 11 to hit.
That hits. Oh,
nice.
So this is a necrotic chill touch. So Oran just kind of like, I don't know what else to do, and just throws out chill touch. Yeah, and this icy hand goes forth. It doesn't go far because he's right there within 5 feet of it, and he just kind of like smacks into it and does.
3 points of necrotic damage.
3 points of necrotic damage. All right, so it kind of hits it, and you see it kind of like freeze a little bit where the chill touch kind of hit it, and it just sort of like, and then a little bit falls off, but it just kind of like, just sort of reform. Little frozen chunk fell off.
Oh no, I healed it.
No, it didn't heal. Like you can see from like these little bits of chunk that you're knocking off of it, that it is sort of like, yeah, it's not getting any bigger and reforming. It's just like filling in the spot, but it's not really taking out big enough chunks to really do anything.
Can I, kind of copying Dustin, can I roll some kind of knowledge? Like, did I read a monster manual?
Yeah, hang on, let me see.
I think you said nature for Dustin's roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Knowledge dungeoneering, Dustin?
Yours is going to be.
Yeah, you can do a knowledge of nature if you want to.
Okay. dice are with me. Let's see. That would be a.
Part of the cards.
That's a 22.
22.
So do I know like anything from?
Yeah, so you know that if it takes slashing damage over it's not a large amount. How much damage was it you did to it, Tarat? 7 damage?
Oh,
7.
nice.
Yeah, so you can tell if it takes a little bit more, it might have a chance of splitting into 2.
Dividing.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
And you also know that it does have damage immunities of. Oh, which reminds
Necrotic?
me.
No.
No. No, okay, wait. Chill touch is technically cold, right?
No, it's necrotic.
So it's necrotic. Okay.
Yeah,
so
it's kind of
it's a
weird.
bear.
The chill touch is like a weird name applied to it. It has nothing to do with cold.
Okay, good. So it does have damage immunities of acid, cold, lightning, and slashing. Oh, and I didn't think about that with Tarat, but
Hands off
we'll
the chest
count
piece.
that. That was my fault. You cut it on spot the prize. And,
Hey, I hit it with the back of the axe. It was blunt.
yeah, you just slash it.
bludgeoning damage.
So that was my bad. I missed that, but you do know those things. So
It was smacking damage.
Did you say piercing?
I turned it sideways.
Pierce-
acid, cold, lightning, and slashing.
Yeah.
Or it's damage
So,
immunity.
I'm gonna yell out to. Do I have a feeling that the slashing is what's gonna like make it divide, or just more damage?
You have a pretty good sense that it would make it divide.
Just slashing specific.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna yell to Tarat like, Tarat, stay your blade. You're going to split it. It's gonna split on us. There you go. Do with that what you will.
All right. So he yells that out for you.
blade.
Stay your blade.
And so now this thing, since
Man, you might
Tarat
wanna-
took a,
Should have used English on me. I don't know what the heck you even mean.
so
stay
this
my
thing is
blade.
just sort of like blooping around, and it didn't like the big hit that it took from Tarat, so it's going to
suck up
make
Oran.
this big, like, you see this thing start to come out of it, almost like not really an arm, but like this bigger sort of I think like
no.
Ditto, like one of the little hands from like Ditto the Pokemon, like just kind of like, and it raises up and it's gonna hit Tarat.
Oh,
So
what the
let's
heck?
see.
Better you than me.
What a jerk.
Oh, you. Oof.
Wait, babe.
So
Hey,
that,
but he's, staggered or something.
well, does an 8 hit?
Hmm?
An 8, no.
If they see 8?
No.
No, you're
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it misses. It's just kind of like, and it just like slashes or like slams down next to you on the rock behind you, just kind of like, and it sucks back, and it's just like,
Big old loot.
yep. And then that brings us back to you, Tarat. So it's still just standing there.
Punchy, punchy.
Punchy. Oh goodness. All right, yeah. I'll take another swing at her.
No.
What?
Not
Not
with
your
the
axe.
stay your blade. All right, go ahead, Tarat.
That's why I said English, man. I don't know.
Oh my
what
gosh.
are you talking about?
Rod's like,
That's
It's
a
an
17
axe.
to hit
It has a blade. on it.
Yeah, that hits.
for 5.
Which that's gonna be halved to 3. So
Ooh,
that's 3 points
wait, I get
damage.
half damage or?
Yeah, he
negative
has
1?
resistance.
Yeah, because it's slashing, so resistance is
Okay.
half damage. Because I forgot to do that.
You
last
said
time.
resistance, not
And-
immunity.
Oh no, yeah, damage immunities. Why can't I read tonight? I'm like,
Yeah, so none of that goes through,
Oh.
which
oh,
means
yeah, so none of that goes.
I
through.
mean, so
thank you, Patrick.
metagaming, even though you counted the damage on the first slash by Tarat, in reality, Tarat would have seen it didn't do anything,
correct.
and I said,
Alright.
stay your blade. So would he have not swung again with the axe?
Maybe hit it again.
Yeah, well, that was completely my fault. So
No, it's all right.
we'll count
Alright.
the damage, just in our minds and for this because you
That's all right.
just hit it.
As I
But
see the bacon sizzling
All right,
on my
but
blade.
the second one doesn't go through. Just
correct.
immunity. All right.
Yep.
So wait, are we gonna act like that didn't happen? I'm gonna do something else?
Tarat, you gotta.
Yeah, we can. We'll just rewind just a second. So
offhand strikes.
now it's just
elbows.
it's back to.
All right.
So now it's the top of your turn.
Disengage.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna leave me next to the ooze.
Do
Gosh.
what?
You're gonna leave me next to the ooze.
Natty 20.
For what? To
On disengage? Congratulations, bro.
Doing it like a
He got
champ.
it. He got away. He like does a
You got away-
back
you got away
handspring.
real good.
Like
I'm just laughing at you.
Where do you want to go to when you disengage?
I'm going to follow Coyn because he said things that were in English and that made sense.
oh my gosh.
So I'm actually gonna run past him because that was only like 6 steps. Not
Okay.
even.
Yeah, you're 5, 10,
4,
15.
5,
Yeah, you're good. You got plenty.
Leave the mage to fight it hand to hand.
Yes.
Chill touch
right.
to chill touch. So now it's down to Coyn. Tarat has just fled the room and ran past Coyn, just like, whoa.
Okay. So Coyn is going to do something foolish, and he is going to cast Disguise Self on himself.
Okay.
And I am going.
It's gonna get weird.
It's about to get freaky. This is a level 1 spell, so you even have the cards. 'Cause
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You make your. This has a verbal and somatic component, even though I can't say the word component. You make yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person, look different until the spell ends or until you use your action to dismiss it. You can seem 1 foot shorter or 1 foot taller. Can appear thin, fat, or in between. You can't change your body type, so you must adopt a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs. So I can't have like 8 limbs.
Right.
The changes wrought by this spell fail to hold up under physical inspection. For example, if you use this spell to hold a hat to your outfit, objects pass through the hat.
Just don't add a hat. Just
Naturally.
All right.
That's
Bloody,
gonna
bloody,
be-
bloody,
that's gonna be
blah.
Really hard in this
Bloody,
game.
blah.
So,
Yeah.
What if we find a cool
So-
hat?
I have in my mind the image of the goblin that we saw earlier, the goblin archer.
Yeah.
And I am going to disguise self as the goblin archer.
Okay. And I would just like to add that at the very end it says, to discern that you are disguised, a creature can use its action to inspect your appearance and must succeed on an intelligence investigation check against your spell save DC. So have that in the back of your mind in case somebody's like,
Yes.
how tall?
But you see, it doesn't tell me that.
God.
It says refer to page 223.
How tall are goblins?
Goblins are.
They're small.
Hang on, I can tell you.
Yeah.
How tall is
It just
Coyn?
says
I'd
they're
wanna-
small.
I'd want to say as big as a dwarf.
How tall is
Yeah,
Coyn?
I think they're
small.
around 3 feet. They're pretty short.
Yeah,
But I can seem 1 foot shorter, so.
you can seem 1 foot shorter than yourself. So you're gonna be a 5 foot tall
Be a bigger goblin. Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
man.
that might intimidate the other ones.
Okay,
I was
Hey,
about to
I
say
could be
you
the-
will literally
yeah.
instantly be in charge.
you go ahead,
I'm
wild
bigger.
man. You
So is that what
do
you're doing?
you?
It is what I am dedicated to this. I read the
All right.
card and everything, so I'm doing it.
I mean, yeah, you can't unread that. I mean,
So you
I
see-
can unslash. You can't unread.
So
The biggest
you're standing
goblin.
there next to him, and you can see him. He starts to like take his hand out, and you see him start saying something. He's moving his hand around. He's like, and then all of a sudden, he just kind of like shimmers over him, and he turns into a little bit of a taller goblin, much like the one that you saw earlier, standing up on one of the ledges.
I really.
And he's
need
just standing
attention
there.
here.
Much like, but not anything like.
Not much like, but not exactly.
Not.
And when I do the disguise self, I'd like to say I alter self so that it's
no,
missing
that's a different
its left
spell. That's a
ear.
different spell.
No. It's missing its. When I disguise myself, its physical appearance is missing a left ear to help differentiate to keep someone.
Right.
I think the
Okay.
5 foot tall goblin is gonna be a dead giveaway. All right. I don't think we need
Nah,
the ear.
No chance.
business.
No
Okay,
chance.
so Coyn is
Look at
now
me, right.
looks like a goblin. Is that all? You just gonna stand there? Are you gonna do anything else? I know that's your action, but are you
Man,
gonna
this
move?
goblin
or-
that just appeared is going to be in a world of hurt next round.
So I begin screaming incoherently, and I run out as far as I can into the middle of all these people.
Oh gosh,
Make it
movement
right.
speed, movement speed.
Yep, you can make it to right here.
Oh,
Right there.
Jesus. Oh, jeez. I mean,
Right.
that's at the opening. So
Right there, yeah.
They're going to see what's going on. I'm
Yeah.
just-
Hang on, I'm going to. I want to put a little marker on here that you are
A goblin.
Guys.
Haha, ninja.
All right, so yeah, so you run up to the mouth of that little opening up into the cave, and you just start like,
And I'm making the jerking head motion at Tarat. This way! Bring it this way! Bring it this way!
okay, so he
If
runs
only you
off.
spoke
Tarat,
goblin and not orc.
Yeah, well,
you see him.
you don't
see Coyn shimmer into a goblin, and then just like take off down the hallway pretty much, and runs past you. So then that brings us to Oran, who I don't know if you would have been able to see that out of the corner of your eye because it was right around there, but you do hear him like start running off and just like
my companions abandoned me.
Like
I think I noticed.
Yeah.
Got it.
Hey, you got that mage armor. You're fine. You're fine. You're golden.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it.
Okay. Let's see.
The dice are with you, my friend.
Yeah, I said that, and now I'm a little worried.
Hey, just run away. We'll give you a 20.
Okay. All right, Brady. I'm gonna cast. Oh, excuse me.
That was
Killed.
extremely powerful.
Got him.
Whatever spell that was.
What
You got it.
casting?
I'm gonna cast phone fall down on table.
Critical.
Critical. I'm gonna cast magic missile.
The magic missile. All
Magic
right.
All right. So, magic missile. You create 3 glowing darts of magical force. Each dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range. A dart deals 1d4 plus 1 damage to its target. All darts strike simultaneously, and I can direct them at one or several creatures.
You just got the big one there in front of you.
Yep, so just going to cast this with a first level spell slot. And so that gives me, like it says, 3 darts. And the great thing about magic missile is that they hit.
Yep.
So,
How much
see.
damage?
we have, oh dang, I only have 2 d4s on the table with me.
Oh wait, I only got one behind me.
Ah, there it is.
Alright. So that's gonna be it's 12 points total of force damage.
Nice. Use the force. So you hit it, and you whenever those darts just like after they come out of your fingertips, you know they just kind of like and they all converge on it and like knock a pretty good chunk out of like the sort of what you would assume is the shoulder, just kind of like.
Yeah,
And
nice.
it didn't like that. You can see this just like. But you took a.
Oran's,
I mean, for what it was, for what it's worth, you took a good hit on it.
yeah, Oran's thinking he's got to stand and deliver.
And deliver
Really?
he does. So you're just gonna stay there, nothing else.
Yeah, just gonna. Well, actually, I'm gonna stay within
Somebody has to be
his.
brave.
Yeah, right.
Like,
I'm
Within
gonna
his range.
stay within his
Not gonna
range,
be
but I'm
me.
gonna move here.
Okay. So yeah, so you just kind of like
Sort of circling him, like
dance between it and like,
like-
in between its stalagmites as it's just
Yeah.
like globbing around, and you just kind of like, and you now have your back to the little hallway entrance that your brave colleagues so quickly
Yeah.
took. So that's to your back now, and now it's just you and this ooze here right in front of you.
Yeah.
And since you're like the only thing right in front of it,
I would hope so.
take a swing.
Big old fist.
So that's gonna be 15 to hit.
It hits.
Oh,
My AC is 14 right now with the mage
Oh.
armor.
Hey, you don't
Even
have
with
to
mage
tell him
armor?
that.
Yeah, with mage armor, let me click on my character. I don't know why it's not displaying. Yes, 14.
oh,
Gives me 3 onto my 11.
okay. So that's gonna be
Very nice.
9 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh gosh.
plus
No. Brady.
plus 9 points of damage, acid damage
Oh
as
gosh.
well.
So Oran falls unconscious.
Oh.
What? Wait. Why were you not at full HP?
Would I have been at full HP after the travel? Did I not change? Oh, I had it
Yeah,
at
you would've
18
been-
of
Yeah, everybody
21.
was at full.
Oh, for some reason mine was at 18. Sorry. So
Yeah, I
have,
was about to say I saw it was at 18 at the beginning. It just didn't
Sorry, 'cause
click
I did-
until
All right.
you know you.
Sorry.
Everybody else was. I don't know why yours wasn't.
My bad. I've got 3. 3
Okay.
points left. So it's singeing the robes. Oran's like, well, I was brave, brave on the battlefield. Time to run.
Yeah, so he took a pretty good hit, and that just like
Good on you, friend.
just raises
Oh,
up that
gosh.
like pseudopod thing, and just goes, just hits you right across the chest, and like
Yikes.
the bludgeoning damage was pretty hard, and like you kind of felt your ribs just kind of like not crack, but you feel them just like hit pretty hard, knocks the air out of you. But then the acid damage, what was left on you, just feel it start like just like sinking onto your skin and burning. It even burns your clothes a little bit. Doesn't burn it off of you, but like it hurts. So
No,
so
thank
you take your damage and you're still standing there, and then that brings us back
Hey,
to Tarat.
Thanks, Jacob, for saving my bacon on that one.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what to do in this situation.
As the mage stands and fights.
The monk and the cleric turn
And Ryan.
and
I believe in Oran and his 3 HP.
oh gosh.
3 HP and a dream, I like to imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Band name, I call it. 3 HP in a dream.
It's a good band.
I am going to. I guess I'll move back to Oran to help him.
Yeah.
Well, you can just move right behind him.
Yeah, I was about to say
He
I'm gonna
can
move
move-
behind him.
He can move through my space.
Yeah, if you want to move on through, but you can't end on the same square. as
Right.
him.
Yeah.
So,
You don't
like,
have
you
to.
Oh,
should,
okay.
You don't.
Yeah, yeah.
I-
Like you could get there.
All right, yeah.
Over
I'll
there.
move through him and I'll go.
you
right
don't have to if you don't want
here.
to, but
Nah, it's fine. And
You
then I'm
do
gonna
you. Thanks,
ready
buddy.
a dodge.
Ooh. So if it swings
Or-
to you, you're gonna.
well, I mean,
Can I
you would
not
just
ready
you
a
would just
dodge?
dodge, and then if
Yeah,
it
or yeah.
yeah if it tries to hit you, then it
Yeah.
it'd be with disadvantage.
So you would just take the dodge action
Correct.
for your turn, and if it goes to attack you, it would have disadvantage on attacking you.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay, just want to make sure real quick. So you're just gonna walk up and you're just gonna be like
Yep.
ready and waiting. So Tarat back.
Run, Oran!
So Tarat's
Do what I
runs up.
clear.
Okay.
Tarat runs up and he runs up next to you and he's just like getting.
And-
He's like,
Coyn,
Come on, get out of
Coyn's a big goblin now. That's all I imagine I had time to say.
okay. So you run up and you tell him that, and now you're both standing there, and then that brings us to. Oh no! Wait, Coyn was. Wait, Tarat just went. Now it's Coyn. Yeah,
Yeah,
Coyn.
it's
now
Coyn's-
it's your turn.
Coyn's turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So you
I
ran
need to
in
check-
and you started yelling, and this goblin. Let's see. I guess you could also see. That would show.
I would be able to see further into the room, I
Yep.
guess.
So you could see 5, 10. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. You have dark vision, right?
Yes, I do. Half elf.
So everybody.
But me.
You can see. A little bit more, so that's. Let me measure this and make sure you can see, 'cause, I mean it is dark down there.
Yeah, I think it's 60 feet.
Okay, yeah, you can see it just.
I didn't write it down.
No, it's 60 feet.
Okay.
So you get a little bit better of a survey of the room, and you can see that there are more goblinos around the wall.
Great.
So
Why is Kate
And,
in this cave?
they are
'Cause
they
she's
are
a
looking
beast.
at you.
Go away, Kate.
So let me try. I'm trying to make some people. Okay, so you see those goblinos now, and they're all kind of looking at you, and they see another goblin, and they're just kind of like, and they just kind of all look at you.
Okay. I am thinking. I am thinking.
What are you thinking about?
I'm
Thinking
going
if he should
to-
wing it even more.
I
Even more
know.
than he's already done.
Yes.
I feel like that I'm
Wing it
about.
like you've never wunged before.
Only
Yeah.
logical option. You have to kiss that goblin archer to just make it make sense.
Right.
It's your only play.
Your only recourse.
Okay, so seeing the other goblins and realizing I had made a horrible mistake,
Just now?
And
Gosh, you're intelligent.
looking over my shoulder to make eye contact with Tarat,
around the
and then I
corner.
realized he's
I'm
gone.
gone. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see him. He's gone. He ran back the other way, and you just look back and like the hallway's empty.
So I
I'm
look.
just gonna itch like the back of my head.
Those two goblins see me, right?
Three goblins.
All of them see me.
Yep.
Okay. I
And
just
they
kind
look at
of.
you, they don't look alarmed. They just look like, what are you doing? Like,
What are you doing not speaking gobby?
And so I look at them and I kind of just. I smile my best goblin smile with my sharp, pointy teeth. Cock my head to the side, give a jaunty salute, turn around, about face, and head back down the cave. So, I think.
let's see. Trying to decide if that should be a perception or a performance check from you, since you're like
Oh,
giving a smile on the jaunt. Just do a deception roll, just to see how well you play it off.
all right, deception. That is a 19.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
Plus
you run
4.
out- Oh yeah, you're fine. So you run out and like you kind of do the whole play it cool thing whenever you get to the opening and you see all of them. You're just like, and you just kind of look around and you survey your surroundings, and the goblins kind of look at you like what? And then you're just like, howdy. You just kind of give the little salute and you just smile and turn around and just like stroll back down, and they're just kind of like,
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
flank.
Suspicious.
You keep
So if
TikTok
I'm
out of here.
if I move back, I think that's 25, and that's 30 if I move at
Yep.
angles,
Be
right?
Be right behind Oran.
So
Just go right through the rock.
yeah.
Tunnel.
So I walk up behind Oran, and I am going to cast. I'm going to touch him gently on the head.
Tall goblin walks up behind me and starts casting spells.
No. I
He's
shouted,
dead.
Coin's a goblin.
That's right. He did. He did say.
Yeah.
And whenever he ran
Can I
up
use,
to you,
can I use my reaction for a an attack opportunity?
Yeah, I was about to say, you ready in action. The next thing that comes at you that's an enemy, clearly an enemy, you kill.
Yes, clearly a goblin.
So, Coyn, what are you casting?
Cure wounds.
Goblin.
Oh, nice.
So
Thank you.
it's 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay. Roll.
Hey,
away.
it's something.
3 HP in a dream. That's what I want here.
Yeah. So let me
Disengaging.
check my spellcasting ability modifier real quick. And that is going to be spellcast ability modifier, so that's +5, right?
Yep.
If I'm reading that correctly. All right. And it's a d8. Can I roll a d20 instead?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's got 8 on it.
That's a 10. Hang on. I gotta get the right one. There we go. 5 plus 5, 10. You get 10
Nice.
hit points back.
Hey,
So,
Look at that. Clericking right here.
very nice.
so yeah.
Actually,
so
you
this goblin-
gobbin right now, son.
Yeah.
so this goblin, this large goblin,
What a
runs
nice goblin.
Oran, like runs up and stops, and then like, boop, just kind of like boops Oran on the head, and you feel this kind of warmth come back over you, and like feel a
That's
little
the
bit
verbal.
Yeah.
reinvigorated, and you get 10 hit points back.
I look,
Just-
look behind me and I say, that's definitely Coyn, because that disguise wouldn't fool anybody.
So now that brings us to Oran. What would you like?
Okay. Well,
You had Tarat run up beside you, and then you had this other goblin run up behind you and heal you.
yeah.
So what do you do?
Oh me. Check my spells. Man, I want to go for the sure thing. I'm gonna cast Magic Missile again. Just point
You can
blank.
always disengage.
Yeah, but
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I don't want to disengage and like. You know,
I did.
I'm gonna disengage. You're right.
There you go.
And I'm gonna move.
Thank you.
Can I go back here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can go 5,
Yeah.
10, 15,
Yeah, it's
20.
15 through Coyn space. Is that a good spot for me to stop?
I mean, if you want to stop there, you can go further back a little bit more if you
No,
want.
I want to. I mean, keep line of sight so I can keep slinging spells once it's my turn again. So.
Yeah, that's fine. So you can still see it within. You
Yeah.
can still see it there from that. Because I mean, technically, it looks like you're standing in the wall, but like you're in the passage there. So you're,
Yeah. So I'll do a little switcheroo with Coyn, like put my hand on his shoulder and say, "Thanks," and just slide in behind him,
you just kind of like maneuver around this goblin. There.
breathing heavily, singed.
Yep.
I boop his nose.
So then that brings us to the black pudding, and now that the only thing that's in range is Tarat, but you're on your dodge. So
Wax on.
Advantage.
Wax off. Too easy.
Oof.
Too easy. Come
Oof.
on. No.
Both
Don't
good.
oof. Don't oof.
No, that's a good oof.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
That's gonna be
He
5.
messed up so bad.
Five. Get out of here.
total. 5 total. So
Get out of here. Yeah, get out of here.
So yeah, it's like
I'm the greatest.
you were ready for it, and it just kind of like puts another one of
I
those.
saw
big-
it the first time.
Yeah, you knew it was
Well
coming.
aware.
So it just does that, and you're ready. You just easily dodge out of the way of it. So it's taking its turn. So now that brings us back to you, Tarat. So it's this thing is just reached out and just slung out and just hit right on the wall next to you as you dodged out of the way. So now it's your turn.
Yep. I am. Yeah, I'm just gonna dodge again.
Wait, do you want to dodge or do you want to disengage and get out of there?
Nope. Don't want to get out of there. Want to
Okay.
dodge. I want to stay in the same area.
Okay, so
You
you
want
Because
to
if I disengage, I would. The only thing I could do, yeah, I'm still in his area. So if I disengage, I would like run through Oran, and then he would get like messed up.
Well, I mean,
Been there.
you would have to move if it was going to attack. So, I mean, if you wanted to disengage and get out there and just get further down the hall and see if it follows or whatever, or you can just keep standing there and. Because I mean, if you're just gonna keep standing there dodging, it's gonna give it a chance to keep attacking you, even with the disadvantage. But if you disengage, you can actually get out of there. But it's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Nope, don't want to get out of there.
I was about to say, I'm going to turn to Oran and Coyn. What are we doing? And I'm gonna dodge again.
Okay, so you take the dodge action.
As
you're
a
like,
as a free action, I'm going to take his shoulder and move him in front of me.
Well, I mean, I'm the closest thing in its area,
Pick
so
him
I
up
don't think
by-
it's necessary. And Oran's in front of you right
No,
now.
I'm
anyways.
behind him.
Oh, I'm teasing. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, okay.
So he takes the dodge action. So
Yeah.
then that brings us to Coyn.
Get it?
All right, so I've burned up 2 level 1 spells, and I'm
okay.
You can't take him with you.
no. I am going to make eye contact with Tarat, and then I'm going to look at the ooze, and I'm going to just squeeze the trigger on my crossbow, and that is a d20 to roll it. That is
roll
a
attack.
16 plus 4, so that's a 20.
That's
Tis a hit. Tis a hit, good sir. And that is a d8, right? Yes.
It
Light
is.
crossbow.
Yes.
Yes.
Plus 2.
Just
So
roll a
that-
d20.
7. Yeah.
7 damage.
7 points of damage for a piercing weapon. But it is
Not
probably resistant to.
No, actually not. Piercing, you're good. So you level the crossbow, and it just goes through, and it kind of knocks another little chunk off of what you would think would be its kind of like shoulder area of this mass as it's kind of roiling and boiling there, and it just kind of like just knocks a big, like a chunk off of it.
If a living pudding cup had a shoulder,
Kind of like
chip off
that.
of it right now.
So you did a decent amount of damage, but it's not looking too rough, but it's starting to show some wear and tear. So now, Coyn, are you gonna move or are you gonna stay there?
I guess I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. So Coyn fires his crossbow and then he just holds the line there in the one little passageway.
Hodor! Hodor!
Too soon. Too soon.
You said one of its damage immunities was lightning. Is that true?
Correct. Acid, cold, lightning, and slashing.
Okay, not that spell. All right.
Since we're all gathered here together, we should do fireball. You have fireball, right?
No, not to level 5. Yeah, level
Just
5.
do it. Just do
Yeah,
it. We
do it.
believe in
Yeah.
you. We believe in you.
I'm just gonna fire off again with magic missile. So this time I'm gonna arm on Coin's shoulder. Just so three blasts.
Yeah. They're darts. Thank you.
Darts. Sorry. Thank you.
Know your forms of energy.
Whenever I imagine magic missile, I think of from the first Lord of the Rings when Gandalf sets off those little like whizzy butterfly things, and they're like, and the kids like chase them. That's what I always think of magic missile. It's just like.
11 points of force damage to the ooze.
Oran
like how Patrick
didn't
was
care.
just-
Didn't care about your
Gandalf.
magic missile.
Never heard of him.
Wow. I like to think of a
more
very
like
cartoonish
Gantu.
blue dart that just.
So you hit it, and it's it looks the equivalent of what a creature would look like when it's bloodied. Like it's kind of losing a good bit of its mass, and
getting
having a hard time
blacker
like
or purple or
keeping
I
together.
guess.
It's more like imagine like whenever you pull mozzarella cheese apart, and there's like
Don't
holes in
talk
between the
about
strings and
cheese.
stuff.
Don't
It's starting
do
to
it.
like. So it's not
All right,
really
I'm gonna have
staying
to go
together.
get this pizza now.
Yeah,
It's starting to
pizza.
show some pretty good damage.
Okay,
So
that's
now
good
That brings
news.
us to. Oran, do you want to stay there? Or do you want to move?
I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
Feeling good.
That brings us to the black pudding.
Would
So now,
Dustin's getting
right,
pizza.
after this thing has taken more magic missiles and is starting to look pretty rough. The equivalent of looking bloody, oozed, I guess, or whatever.
He's looking
there,
more oozy than
and it-
usual.
It still sees you there in its reach, so it just does it again. It goes to hit you again.
Dodge action for the
Disadvantage.
win.
Yep. Ooh, yeah, 9 to hit.
Yes.
So
Good
that's a
job,
miss.
Dustin. Or
So
Jacob.
you're standing there ready for it, and again it just, and you just nimbly just kind of like step out of the way of it because it's like looking like it's moving a little bit slower now. It's just like, and it misses. And that brings us to Tarat.
Yeesh.
Just after you nimbly escape or step out of the way, you're standing there ready, and it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dodge again. You know,
Hey, I had a
if it
thought.
ain't broke, don't fix it. And nobody said we were doing anything else.
Yeah,
And that was my only thing I yelled last time.
What are
so
we doing?
Yeah,
Everybody's
We're gonna
like,
keep,
one
we're gonna
responded.
keep on doing what's working, folks. We're gonna dodge. I don't have to roll for it, but I'm gonna roll. That's what I'm talking about. I dodge.
All right, so you take the roll. You take the damage roll, or the dodge, not the damage.
Wait, he takes damage
I was
from
about to
dodging?
say, I
Come
messed
on.
up. I messed up my dodge hard, boys. I ran into the
Took
wall.
dodge action to help mitigate damage if you get hit.
Rolled a natural 1 on the dodge, twisted your ankle, fell over.
So you're standing there
Straight-
ready,
Straight
and
into
then
the
that brings
flag
to
type.
Coyn.
Drops the crossbow to his left hand, reaches into his little goblin-y jerkin, pulls out his giant Flava Flav chain with the seal of
Get outta here.
Joaquin that is as
Get
big
outta
as.
here. If it says Flavor Flav, it's not Joaquin, my guy.
It's not Joaquin.
That's Flavor Flav. You've
And
been
I'm
played.
Make casting.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Flame.
So DC 13 spell save.
Or what?
Okay, is that
Dexterity? I think it is.
Dexterity.
dexterity? Oh, okay.
It can't be dexterous. He's
It
an
can't.
ooze.
Yeah, it's an ooze.
Yeah, so it fails.
Very good.
So it does how much?
They can't do cartwheels or backflips. A monk, I laugh.
How much radiant damage is that, Dustin?
That is 1d8. Does it not get any of my spell attack bonus for that?
Don't believe unless it says so.
Nope, I don't think so. I think we did this last time you cast it
1d8
as well.
One day you'll forget, and it'll go through. 5.
Nice.
That was a d8. I had to check.
Pretty
Pretty
good
good, but
for-
it ain't no dodge.
So
Pretty good.
you see it like it took this flame. It didn't do a lot of damage, but you can see it kind of starting to like retract and recoil from it a little bit, and you see it sort of starting to like puddle down a little bit, and it's just kind of like it looks
I think we're almost
not
there,
shy,
boys.
but like it's scared of you, I
Aw.
guess. Like it's starting to kind of like retreat a little bit in itself, but it's just kind of like. And then you gonna stay there? Or you gonna move?
I
Why are you so determined to get us to move?
am.
Brady,
I really.
Are you gonna
I
Are you gonna run away?
I want to. You know what? I probably should move because I have a feeling those goblins are going to come down the hallway.
All I'm saying, I don't know.
No, I
what
can
you're
see him on
thinking.
roll 20. They haven't moved at all.
That's not how that works. In Brady's mind, they've all bunched up in a straight line and they're walking down the little cavern there.
What were the big things again in there?
Yeah,
Ogres.
Oh, see,
bodies,
he
blacking
put
it
a
out,
black light.
black
Dang it.
curtain.
I'm just doing that. You can see. You can still see past
Yeah, I
it.
can
But anyway,
still see past.
I know it's just
It's funny.
so.
So
I'm gonna
Coyn,
zoom
you-
in like I
there?
can.
you staying where you are,
So-
Dustin?
So, yeah, well, consensus. Should I take a 5-foot step and get out of the way, or should I
Nope.
stay where I
You
are?
only-
Nope. You make your own decision.
I think
Yeah, okay, I'll stay where I are.
stay
Okay, so
where
you're
I
gonna
are.
hold fast.
Hold fast.
Okay. So now
Yeah.
that brings us to Oran.
Dude, ain't gonna stop doing what I can't miss with. It's gonna go with
Working.
magic missile again. And be like, let's finish this thing off.
Play that same song. Hey, you got it.
Oh, dang. Well, let's see. That's 9 points of force damage this time.
Okay, so you take a pretty good chunk out of this thing, and it just kinda, like still flies. But I mean, it's looking pretty hurt. Like not on the edge of disintegration or death. I guess I don't know if an ooze dies or just falls apart, but it is starting to look a little bit rougher now.
Well, guys, I
Somebody
believe
kill this thing.
Syrinscape has crashed.
Yeah, I was about to say mine shut down, but I just pulled it up and it's still playing.
Yeah, I can still hear it.
Yeah, I can still hear it. You're good.
Yeah.
Just start it again.
So, do you want to move or you want to stay there?
Staying here. Just gotta. I'm gonna peek down the hallway to my right, see if I notice anything.
You don't see anything.
Okay.
I mean, you can see out there, to the end there, but
I'm just kind of
you
like,
don't really see anybody or see anything. So,
all right, sticking
stay
to
there.
it.
alrighty. So that brings us again back to the black pudding. It's a nice day for a black pudding, and it's gonna swing at the only thing that's there in front of it, and Tarat with disadvantage because of dodge.
Oh, yeah, you already know. Saying ain't so.
No, that's it's a natty one.
He's just.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
that's what I was like. What,
Eight.
natty 20 and like a 19?
No, it was an 18 actually. And it just like goes to hit you again, but like it just falls short. Like it just completely like it's losing its momentum because it's starting to lose a lot of its like its mass. It's just like starting to shrink a little bit, and it doesn't even like get close enough to hit you. It's just like, and everybody's just still standing there.
Good. Oh, yeah.
But
I mean,
expect-
I'm dodging. You act like I'm doing nothing. I'm dodging.
Oh, yeah, you're dodging.
I am
Keep it
actively
being-
dodging. The other guys, they're just standing there. Like,
keeping it engaged.
Just
Ah.
blasting away.
So
I
that brings us
tried
back
to run away.
dodge again.
He's dodging. Of course,
Oh.
he's dodging. What are you trying to?
whoa.
Yes.
5D's a dodgeball, right? It's
Dodge,
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 duck,
dodge.
dip,
Dive.
dip, dive,
And dodge.
and
Dodge.
dodge. Yeah, dodge again.
All right. So you dodge.
For sure.
And you're still waiting there. You're just like, haha, you hadn't hit me yet. And you're just
Too
like,
easy.
waiting there ready
Too
for it.
easy.
So then that brings us to Coyn, who's still standing in the mouth of that little cave that goes up to the north that leads into the larger cavern, still standing there with Oran right behind him. So, Coyn, what do you do?
I'm gonna hit it with scorching, or I'm not scorching ray because I don't have scorching ray.
I
That
do.
would be funny.
You
I'm
did.
not-
That's me.
Pretty impressive.
Hey, good on you, man.
Wait,
I'm gonna bust out a little the slab. You know how you do this, the slab squat. Put my hand up like this, grab the sacred symbol of Joaquin, and cast yet another level 0 sacred flame.
All right, that was a DC 13, you said?
DC 13
I thought you said-
dexterity.
I thought you said it was the Flava Flav medallion.
Well,
Choose your deity. Come on.
16. So it passes. So is it half damage or no damage?
So target must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage. Doesn't say, so it doesn't take half, does it?
no.
So I
It's
guess
not
it
going to
takes
take
none.
half with a cantrip.
So it just kind of like, you see the flame just sort of like miss it a little bit, and it's just kind of
Yeah,
like,
it's outsmarted you.
and the flame just kind of dissipates all around it. So you just still gonna stand there and keep standing?
So I'm going to take a 5-foot step that way, be to this side of Oran, so I can watch down the hallway. And then my
So
next,
you're gonna stand on
Yeah.
his left.
that's to his right.
Or yeah.
Stage
There we
stage
go.
right.
Yeah.
All right. So you take a step around the corner, and you're just out of sight of it. And Oran now is still, he's got a clear sight of it now, and he's looking straight at it. And Tarat's still standing there next to it, ready to dip, dive, and dodge. And that brings us to Oran again.
Yep.
Again with the magic missile.
No, gonna preserve some first level spell slots, so gonna go chill touch.
Oh, okay.
Very nice. So it's a 22 to hit.
Barely, I bet.
22.
This thing actually gets
three
harder to
3
kill.
points of
more
necrotic damage.
Yeah, 22 hits with 3 points of necrotic damage.
Yes, please. Just
Was that
end
not
it.
a natty 20?
No, it's just
Uh,
it was 17.
modify. Unnatural.
Okay. So you do the 3 damage to it.
Yes, and it's dead. I don't want to do this.
Still,
Like
still
I
looking,
did it.
Still
How
looking
do I
pretty-
want to do this?
So I mean, it's still standing there. It's still looking pretty rough. It's not quite on the edge of death, but it's looking even more rough.
Dustin, we got Syrinscape back.
Yeah. I
Yes.
reopened it.
Here's.
You have to reopen it.
Oh, dang! Hold on.
So while you're getting Syrinscape back up, we would like to take this pause to thank Syrinscape for letting us use it. Also shout out to Roll20 and anybody else that's all of our listeners, watchers. Thank you for listening, watching.
Hit it.
Thank you for listening, watching.
Listening.
And hit up your local game stores. Spend some money. Buy some dice.
Right.
Yes.
Um,
Donate dice. I don't
check
know.
out
Somebody needs
I
them.
was just there for a second.
if you are new to Dungeons and Dragons and you're not really sure what's going on with this and you'd like to learn the rules, check out our podcast, the Vitamin D&D podcast. And
Selfish plug.
yeah, sorry. We teach you how to play, teach the basics on a beginner's level, and get you what you need to know to get you up to speed. So if you're wanting to share that with somebody or learn it yourself, check it out on where podcasts are found. So
Me and this guy, we don't know the rules. We listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
You don't even know them. They just show up.
Jacob knows the
It's
rules.
true.
Dodge.
It's true.
Just keep
I know
dodging.
the rules.
Just keep
Trust
dodging.
me. Hold on. Wait.
Oh, dodge.
There's this thing called the internet, and you can just pull up the rules as you're playing to make it seem like you're very knowledgeable. Like, wow, what a strategy to continuously dodge instead of attack and do a bunch of extra actions in which would put you in danger.
So you are going to take an attack here from the Black Pudding with disadvantage because of dodge. So
Hey, there's those force missiles that I cast that
thank
crash Syrinscape.
and that's going to be 12 to hit.
Ooh, it does not.
Okay, so another miss. You just keep dodging right around it because it's like
Damn.
you're dodging or something.
It's just like these two stalactites. I just keep hopping
yeah, you just going
back and
between-
forth. Yeah.
All right, so it's back to you, Tarat. Are you gonna keep doing what you're doing, or are you gonna?
Yep,
mix it
5D is
up?
gonna stick to it. 2 of them are dodge, so I think that's
This
that's
thing
the
is like
outlier.
this thing is pretty much fixated on trying to hit you because it just keeps trying because you're right there. You just keep it just keeps trying and trying and trying. It's just missing, missing, missing. It's like
If I knew
hit you.
any magic, I know there's a spell that's vicious mockery or it's a cantrip or something. I wish I had it in this moment because I would totally just mock it.
But you don't because you're a monk.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
Yeah.
you just keep your dodge, and that takes us back to Coyn.
Real quick, are you guys having? Can you hear the Syrinscape making a horrible noise?
I cannot
I can't hear
it
anymore actually at all.
again
All right.
for whatever reason. I heard all the arrows or the darts go through.
Yeah, and then it stopped.
Yeah, I'm reloading it. Device is not linked.
Yeah, I think it crashed on me again.
Okay,
Oof.
That's fine. We'll move on.
press on.
Okay. Moving on. I have to get this noise out of my head. There we go.
Oh, you just had that muck monster just.
So, Coyn, it's my turn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Coyn is going to reload his crossbow. Do I see anything down the hallway coming this
Nope,
way?
you still don't see anything.
All right. I'm going to take this chance, this opportunity to reload my crossbow.
Okay. So you're standing there. You're kind of like looking down the hallway back towards the open cavern. You still don't see anything coming. So you're just like put your back against the cavern wall, and you're just like and just like reloading your crossbow. So it's good to go. You're gonna keep standing there.
You could,
I am, after my crossbow is reloaded, I'll step back in front of Oran.
you could fire
Okay.
it during this turn.
Can I? I didn't think I could
Yeah.
until I got the crossbow feat.
No, you can. I mean, as long as it's not like a heavy crossbow, you can reload it. It's
Yeah, it's a light crossbow.
Yeah.
Okay.
right, Brady.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
We talked
I think
about it.
that's what we
Okay.
decided on. With, yeah, this is what. Yeah, that's right. We decided on house rules. Yeah, since it's a light.
Okay.
crossbow.
I think that's raw, man. Like
Okay. Well, raw it is.
raw.
Then that's
Raw.
Hey, I don't know where that's going, but yeah, it's,
okay.
it's what we're going.
Coin,
with,
shoot,
right?
shoot the crossbow at the ooze and please end this.
all right. Firing this
Using-
crossbow. That is a 15 plus my
Hits.
plus 4. So
That's a
that
hit.
is a 19.
Hits.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And that D8 plus 2 is going to be 7 plus 2. That's a 9.
nice.
Simple math
Fine.
never sounded so nice.
Very good.
All right, it's looking
Annoying.
pretty hurt now.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
it's
It's just emotionally damaged.
it's like,
Oh, why you hit me so much?
no, it's like starting to lose
Pulling
a
out
good
the
of,
Ben and Jerry's.
lost a good bit of its mass, and it's really having a hard time like keeping together and keeping like a standing upright form. So you see it kind of it's not really oozing up as much in like an upright position. It's more just kind of like having trouble like quote unquote standing up and taking like a form. But it's kind of starting to struggle.
If only any of us had salt.
To Oran.
I mean, like, jeez, it's just
You know what to do.
just throwing
The
chill touch at
the
it.
business.
Man. Hey, I got sounds back. Ah, dang. Brady, it's 9 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Woo, yay. Hooray for low AC.
Also, I have the music going. In roll
8.
20.
8 points of damage on D8.
So,
No pluses.
No, it's just straight 8. Straight necrotic. 8. Come on.
It's starting to pretty much what you would say teeter on the edge. Like it's still
No.
somewhat standing. Like this thing had a pretty good pool of hit points. but
Yeah,
it's
it's got low AC and like it's just a sponge. Sorry, it's an ooze.
yep, an oozy sponge. Yep.
Ugh.
So that brings us back to the black pudding, and it's gonna do what it's been doing back at Tarat. Yeah, that's a miss. Yep, that's a definite miss.
Get
So, like,
I
7.
mean, I was about to say, once you rolled the first one, it's over.
yeah. So yeah, it just again, it's having trouble reaching out to get you, and it just misses again. It brings us back to Trot. You gonna dodge?
All right. I probably should, but I'm not.
Dude,
I am going to turn
go.
my axe around. I don't know if that requires an action as I'm swinging at it.
No, so just
You're just gonna use the flat side.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the back of it for
Okay.
bludgeoning.
Yeah, I mean that would make it bludgeoning in my thoughts. I mean,
I was about to say if I need to, I can like turn it upside down and hit it with a handle. I just don't want to touch it.
Yeah, I mean, if you can basically slap it with the flat, and we'll count that as bludgeoning.
Yeah, there we go. Cool. It's 18 to hit,
Yeah,
there we
that's
go.
it. So that would be
7 damage.
yeah. Did you roll a 1d8?
Do what?
Did you roll? I was gonna say just roll a 1d8 for bludgeoning damage, but
Oh, I did a D4 because I imagined it was just like an
that works.
improvised weapon or something.
Yeah. What do you use?
Does know the rules.
What for your offhand?
You guys know the rules.
For your offhand strike as a monk, what do you use?
It's a D4.
A D4 right now. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I was just gonna say because
No, trust me. If I could use a D8, I would always use it wrong then because I'm using a D6
That's
the normal way.
You still did 8 points damage, right?
Yeah. Good job.
That's still pretty good. So
No, 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
Well, this thing right now, right after that, it is like teetering.
Stop.
It's teetering on the edge.
All right. Wait,
If it had blood,
Brady.
it'd be bleeding.
Yeah,
Brady.
It's, like a stiff breeze.
The one time I didn't dodge,
We're gonna
I'm
need to
gonna
talk
get-
about.
Oh.
We're gonna need to talk about your like how you gauge like damage to a
Help.
creature.
With this thing, it's an ooze. Like
If
I would
you-
say bloodied. I told you like bloodied is happened. Like if this thing had blood and
All
it was
right,
a
I'm
normal,
gonna
thing,
look-
it would be bloodied.
I'm gonna take an action to look at the ooze, and on a scale of 0 to
No,
its maximum
don't
hit
use an action
points,
on that.
He can. It's
what-
not his turn. It's mine.
Oh yeah, thank God. I was about to say you are going to get me murdered because
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
So reload.
You
and
can
fire
hit it
the
again,
crossbow
Jacob.
again.
You can hit it again.
Oh yeah.
Offhand
with
strike.
your
No,
fist.
Offhand
no,
strike.
I'm not. I am not doing that.
Why?
Yeah, he-
The axe head was like melting when I did it the first time. I'm not sticking my hand in that guy.
Okay.
I
all right.
have snake oil.
It's true.
All right, so Coyn.
All right.
Shoot.
Reload. Pull it back. And fire.
Take a shot.
15 plus.
Yeah, it hits.
4,
It hits.
19.
Just damage.
Roll damage.
And this is the same thing I rolled last time.
D8 plus 2.
3.
5. Come on.
Brady, how hurt
Is
is
it
huh?
starting to struggle?
And
Is
with
it?
that hit?
Oh.
You see it just start to puddle down into the floor, and it loses all of its mass and just basically turns into water, and it's like just dissipates into the floor, into this just like a wet puddle. And it's not moving, it's not bubbling, it's not oozing. There's no noise. It just
Holy moly.
and it's gone.
Did it leave a magical ring or a scimitar in its?
Would you stop?
No,
I
but
loot-
you see
Oh
the
God,
two,
would you
rest
stop?
boards or whatever that were in the floor. They're even more like eroded.
Oh my.
It's like Fallout, like search goo pile.
Yeah.
All right, so that was the first 20 feet into the cave. You've still got the rest
Jesus.
of the whole thing to go.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
great job.
I can't. I
What'd you
can't
get?
remember, but I have used snake oil for some time, so I imagine that I have one vial per se of just an empty vial on me, right?
Yeah.
I'm going
I'll-
to scoop the sludge into it.
Okay. Just write that down in your character sheet.
Yep.
You have
That's what I'm doing.
one vial of black-looking slimy sludge stuff.
No, it was black pudding, right? Or
I
what
mean,
was it
that's
called?
what it's called. It's a type of ooze.
Yeah, it's a type of ooze, black pudding.
Pumperoo's bread. He's gonna make some sort of muffin with it.
All right.
Okay,
So
So, what
I'm
would
gonna-
you like to do now?
I'm gonna perceive, take a look and listen down the hallway, see if I hear any movement now that everything is quiet. I mean, I assume that the ooze wasn't wouldn't be super duper loud, so mostly it's just the sound of our like spells.
Yeah, you guys honestly haven't been that loud. There hasn't been any like clanging of.
There was this loud like background battle music that like alerted the
you guys
goblins
sort of
to our
went-
presence.
You guys
I was about to say we've been punching a pillow this whole time.
yeah,
Just
pretty much
eek.
hitting water. So I mean, you've remained pretty quiet. Like the loudest thing was when Coyn ran up the hall as a goblin and was like, like that was pretty much it. I mean, you guys have been relatively quiet because there hasn't been any like banging of things on metal and like armor and
Gotcha,
swords
so-
clashing or anything. Just
I
I mean,
hear
spells are relatively quiet. So
any movement or anything going on towards the
Coyn,
main cabin.
Coyn, what?
yeah, give me a perception check.
Just in general for all of us, or
11.
Yeah, y'all can give me one because we are out of initiative order now. So
Let's see.
that is an
it's
18 for me.
15 for Oran.
That's a 1. Everybody looks around and catches Coyn picking his nose.
What?
Cool.
It's dead.
But I imagine it's just both nostrils, just really up in there, just
So
at the
you
same
don't-
time.
you don't really hear
Mm.
anything, but you just kind of hear some light.
Dustin did the like piano. Dum. You don't hear anything. Dum.
Man, my siren,
Scary
my
music.
Syrinscape
My
is
Syrinscape
like
down here.
Oh, I got
it's
some
just
good sound
down
going
for the
right now.
count.
There we go. Okay. But yeah, you don't really hear anything of note. You hear just some kind of like moving around. You hear some what sounds like mud. Like doesn't sound like the ooze, but it sounds like something trudging around in mud. And you hear some light footsteps up in the cavern, kind of echoing off. And you can't really tell exactly where they're coming from, but you probably have a pretty good idea of where they're coming from.
Okay. Oran is gonna cast message back to Coyn, so that way it makes no sound, but he can tell them, or I guess ask. You know, I don't hear any movement, but I think that they're probably paying attention to this passageway now. Do we want to try to pick a different way in? We kind of blown our cover, and you can respond to this message.
Yeah, and I just to remind y'all, so you came in this way. There was a natural chimney up on the top.
I've been
Yeah,
thinking
I
about that
remember that.
chimney.
Passage to
'cause
the west.
Listening, Brady, I thought you said the chimney like was straight down, but listening back, it's like at an angle.
Yeah, so we could possibly walk into it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the
Oh.
chimney.
I thought it was straight on top.
I know, me too. So I think it's on top, but I think it goes down at an angle, not just straight
So,
up and down.
Before we hit the chimney up, I want to go back to this running water down here in the corner, in this other
right.
cave,
Yeah, we talked
just
about
to
that.
the south of where we are. Did we do a perception on that last session?
Yeah, you looked
I thought we
around and
did.
you didn't really see anything of note. There was just the water pool. I mean, you had a pretty good perception, but there wasn't really
Much to see.
anything.
Well, I'm gonna go back over there
Yeah.
and fill up my water skin.
Oran's interested in investigating, and so I'm gonna wade down there and just kind of gingerly step in, see if I can see the bottom, feel around with my feet, like maybe around with my hands if I can reach the bottom, feel
You
anything
wanna
going
move
on.
yourself down there?
I
I'm
do.
going to turn my hand axe back around like a normal hand axe should, and just stay about where we are, just to make sure nothing's
Yeah,
going to come
I'm
down
gonna
this tunnel on us.
Or the gate, the entrance there from that hallway. Make sure nothing's coming back
Yeah.
down.
Yup.
And just remember, you still have a -1 damage if you use the axe regularly,
Ooh.
so you can get that fixed.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Dang.
cast message to Tarat and say, "We'll be right back. I'll let you know if anything happens."
And just real quick, could you explain what message is?
Message: you point your finger toward a creature within range and whisper a message. The target and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. You can cast the spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it's beyond the barrier. Magic silence: 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, and a thin sheet of lead or 3 feet of wood blocks the spell. The spell doesn't have to follow a straight line and can travel freely around corners or through openings. So essentially, like, I can like put it through like a keyhole, like
Cool.
or under doors.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. I couldn't remember if you used it last time.
No, this is my first time using it.
Yep.
It's pretty
Just
cool.
wanted to explain it just so everybody knew
Yeah.
what you were doing when you're saying message.
It's a great.
I'm gonna message him back. Alrighty.
It's gonna use up some
Yeah.
of his text messaging.
Yep.
He's out of data.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, use up some of his
hey,
data.
I'm low on minutes, so just only call
All
me
right,
on nights
yeah,
and weekends.
I was
So you
just gonna
can
send you the letter K then.
Okay.
And you guys make your way down to the pool.
Yeah.
And I'm on my hands and knees filling up my water skin as he walks right into it with his bare nasty feet.
I don't want to. I'm not barefoot. I don't want to step in and disturb the water while Coyn is getting it. If it looks clean, I'm gonna make sure it looks clean for him to drink.
Yeah, I mean it's fresh
Okay.
flowing water.
So I'm not gonna.
and just from last time when you guys did that, you had a pretty good perception check. But just as a reminder, you could tell that there had been goblins or something coming to and from here, but they hadn't been here in maybe like a week or two. And you might suspect that the black pudding had something to do with it. Maybe was picking them off whenever they were coming to get a drink, or
Gotcha.
so they stopped coming in this way. But I mean, it's fresh flowing water, and it kind of runs out under this little kind of a hole at the other end of the pool that just kind of disappears into the rock. But I mean, it's fresh flowing water.
Okay. Yeah. So whenever Coyn's done, I'm not gonna kick silt into his canteen. I'm going to step in and investigate. Poke around with my feet, see how deep it is, and then if it's not super deep, feel around with my hands, see if I feel anything.
Okay.
See if
So-
you find
or
the
see
other
anything.
pudding.
So Coyn fills up his water skin.
Goblin bath water.
You've kind of done that. If you wanted to like cup up some water just in your hand and kind of drink some up,
Let's go.
and then
Yeah, I'll roll a Constitution check. Why not?
oh, you don't need to. It's fresh water. It tastes super clean. I mean, it's really nice tasting. Some high quality H2O. So high quality H2O. So Oran, after you see Coyn is done, you kind of look at him and you kind of nod to each other, and Oran starts to wade out into the pool a little bit slowly. And even at its deepest point, you can tell that it comes about 5 feet high. So it's probably right around your sort of chest, neck area.
Oh
up
gosh,
here.
I don't know if I would get that deep.
But you can tell that's where it bottoms out.
Okay,
But if you
gotcha.
didn't want to go that deep,
Can is it clear enough to see?
yeah, it's clear water.
Okay.
And
Cool, clear water.
yeah.
I volunteer to hold his spell book.
Oh,
No, got it. Do I see anything of note inside? Feel anything of note? All right.
you can do a perception check.
Okay. Gosh, why is it like one of my best skills? I just like continually roll bad. Supposed to be like the perceptive boy. So 12.
Not
No,
today.
you don't see anything. I mean, it's clear. You don't see anything. Even feeling around with your hands and your feet and stuff, like you don't see or feel anything.
Okay. Gotcha. I'm gonna wade back
You
out.
feel nothing. You're dead inside.
I'm dead inside.
Dead inside.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wade out and head back towards Tarat.
Okay. So you guys make your way back up to Tarat, who's been standing guard faithfully. I mean, that didn't take long. That maybe took 5 or 10 minutes. Didn't take long at all. So they're back, coming up behind Tarat. You guys meet back up. So you're back together. You're standing there. You're just we're in the room where you defeated the ooze. And you start to see it reform. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
nope.
Dodge.
Just-
Disengage.
Okay.
It also starts with a D.
So you guys reform and re-meet there, and you're back together. What would you like to do? You want to talk to each other, talk something out?
Yeah, so Coyn, what did you see when you ran down the hall as you shapeshift into a goblin and terrified
You
me?
still look like a goblin,
So-
by the way.
Funny
Wait,
you
does
should
he?
ask.
No,
Yes, it lasts for an
I
hour.
thought he like broke concentration. Is that not?
No, he didn't take any
No, I didn't.
damage.
Didn't say it was a concentration
Oh,
spell.
okay.
It's
Gotcha.
still up.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
still good.
So Coyn, you're a goblin now.
Still a goblin.
Let's talk about this. Why did you do what you did? You know?
There are more goblins in there, and that there's more. There's more, and
Do
I
you speak
suspect.
Goblin?
Yeah, no.
No.
No. Mm-mm.
So you just thought you could just run in there and they would help, or
They didn't do anything.
what was the point?
Maybe I could
Think he,
sell them
I
something.
think he was trying to
Oh,
kite
gosh.
the ooze into the goblins.
I was. The
but we did
plan
not
was to
cooperate.
lure them into.
See,
lure.
I was going to follow you, but then Oran said, "Stand my blade," and I said, "All right, I'll stand and keep hitting it." Like that's, I mean, it was the only
Yeah.
thing that made sense to me.
So you stood
And
there
I
and
look.
So then I stood there and dodged.
I look over at the skinny-armed little mage, and I go, "You are by far the bravest little engine."
that
could.
Oh, thanks. Oran's gonna say high
I mean, you
praise.
could just say it.
High praise. He does just say it. I'm not
Yeah,
Oran.
there you go. Yeah.
I
Okay.
reach into one of my pockets and I pull out some snake oil and I hand it to him for free and I go, "Now that is snake oil, but it's a high energy drink full of vitamins and minerals that will do a body good."
Okay.
And I hold out my hand for payment.
I'm gonna give him a good firm handshake and then say, "Let's check out this chimney. I don't think we should go this way anymore." And Oran's gonna step towards the entrance to the exit to the outside.
All right.
Okay. So
I'm
you guys
gonna, I'm
make
gonna
your way
follow
back out?
suit. Yep.
Yeah. And
Alright.
I'm gonna check in with Kate as we get close, see if she's noticed anything going on.
So you get you kind of make that connection with Kate as you step back outside. She's been circling this whole time, and I mean, you guys have only been in there less than 20 minutes or so,
Yeah.
and you come back out, and she kind of relays to you like everything's good out here. Haven't seen anything. Nobody's come up on it. Haven't seen anybody go in and out. Basically,
Yeah.
she just relays to you like everything's still good.
Oh.
Hadn't seen anything.
Thanks, Dustin. Little hawk sounds. Okay. So I'm gonna say, is that what we want to do? Check out the chimney, see what it looks like. I mean, just investigate it
Yeah.
a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you guys
yeah,
make
I'm
your way
okay.
over to
So-
the natural chimney.
Yeah.
So we're outside.
Mhm.
So you're actually on top of this mound. It was a large, kind of like a big hill. Yeah, you're outside. It's kind of getting into late afternoon, not exactly dark, but you're up on top of this big mound. It takes you about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes to make it up to the top. And you, Kate kind of reminds you where this is. You know, she kind of relays to Oran, like, you're getting close, go this way, go that way. And you zero back in onto this this natural chimney. It's basically like looks like a sinkhole almost on the top of this mound, and this hill is pretty much clean. There's not really any trees or growth. It's just kind of like a big grassy knoll hill thing, and so you're up on top of it and you're at the chimney. Does anybody want to look down it?
I'll take a gander.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Every perception check has been a 1 today.
Gosh.
So you look down it, and even with the 1, you can tell it's just like kind of drops down, and it's not exactly at a very not like a steep angle, but it's not a shallow angle. It's like sort of in between. You couldn't necessarily just walk down it. You would have to
Brace yourself on the way down.
not necessarily climb, but you'd have to sort of shimmy down.
Okay. I'm assuming between all of our adventure packs, we've got 50 feet of rope each, so probably 150 feet total.
Yep.
Do we want to have one of us go down first with rope tied and see how it goes?
So I've got the explorer's
Okay,
pack.
so not Tarat.
Yeah, you
He's
can do
nose
that.
goes
I was
again.
about to
Or
say,
you
you guys
like,
look over at me, right?
And he's got his.
You could try to do that, or if you wanted to, you could try and take a climb check to make it down and see how you do. That's an athletics check.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
So
does it
somebody
look?
can try that?
Does it look like it's you could climb down it? It's not like smooth board, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's
not slick.
It's not exactly. It's not super steep. It's not straight down, but it's not like an easy walkable thing. Like you could sort of make your way down, sort of like.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but
what it
once we're
means, it's
down,
not
we're
like
we're down.
it's
We
not
can't
like
get back up.
a
No,
muddy
you
sluice.
can climb back up. You can make another athletics climb check to make your way back out. It looks
Would the rope help us at all with
Oh,
that athletics climb check, down or up? Either way.
either way, but what would you secure it to if there's nothing on top up there? It's just grass.
Well, one of
Tanya?
our packs had pitons, right? Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to just like just get it good and buried in the ground and tie it off real well, I would say, as long as it's not under too much strain for too much time, like one at a time, that would help you pass your check a lot easier. So
Yeah, because I'm a +0 on the strength.
okay, so is that what you want to do? You want to sink one of those in and
Yeah.
kind of. You can also, if you want, while that's there, while the first person goes, you guys can help hang on to it too to get them down, and then the last person can make their way easily down if that's what you want to do. So, who would like to go first?
Who's got the best athletics?
Shouldn't it be that person goes last?
That's what I was getting ready to say.
The
Okay,
highest strength
yeah, I
goes
was-
last. The problem with me going first is that I do not have, I can't see in the dark.
Okay, so
All
by
right.
default,
Coyn,
tis
yep.
I.
You gotta go down.
Coin first.
Hey, at
All
least you're still a goblin or whatever. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I am.
it'll just look kind of random. You just earlier you appeared from there, and then now you're just
Hello, fellow goblins.
you know.
Hello, my fellow
Goblin. Hey, Coin.
Greetings.
Before you go down, I mean, I know you don't know Goblin, but you can try like just the common tongue. I imagine some of them know a little.
Yeah, you never know.
Like the smartest goblin.
Who knows? You could even proclaim to be their king.
Except I don't speak goblin.
No,
Right,
just
ready.
in common.
Common.
You never
In
know.
Because-
common.
Because you're a much larger status. Could mean you're more
Alright.
intelligent than
So,
others.
Coin, you want to make your way down?
Sure, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'll grab hold of the rope. I'll wrap it around my waist, and
Kinda do a
and
little shimmy feed and
shimmy
For good-
feed,
for-
shimmy
For
feed,
good
shimmy
luck,
feed.
I'm just dumping the snake oil down the rope. I accidentally dumped the sludge on the rope, and it just snaps.
Oh, oh,
so
no.
using the rope, you don't have to pass any athletics check or anything. You're able to make your way down, and you make your way down, and it's really well for you. I was gonna say it's normally really dark, but as you're coming straight down, it kind of opens up, and you don't really see much until you kind of make it through the opening in the hole in the roof, and you're about 7 feet up. And as you kind of make your way down, you're basically kind of hanging there as you're able to, like with your feet on the wall, you know, kind of like rappel style. And you come down a little bit and you shimmy down and you able to see the whole room as it kind of opens up as you make it through that opening. And you look down and there's a goblin and he's standing there and he looks up at you. He says, are you here to relieve Snigbat?
In common, he says that.
Yeah.
Speak common, Coin.
Yeah.
He's just kind of looking at you like,
Yarp.
he's like, why you come that way to relieve Snigbat? Usually you come this way. That's odd. That's weird.
I am not quick enough on my feet to come up with a good lie. I was
Come on,
checking
come
the
on.
Coin is.
chimney, checking chimney, but I'll say it in a goblin-y. Checking chimney
He just says,
for traps.
roller deception.
Bats.
It's so.
Bats. You meant to say bats, not
it's
traps.
So demeaning.
So that is a 12 plus 4. That is 16.
Okay. He just kind of looks at you for a second. He's just like, were there any up there?
No.
Okay, good. Come on down. I'll take you. I need to be relieved anyway, so you can come here, take my spot. I can leave.
So I descend the rest of the way down. I high five him.
You put your hand up in front of him. He's just like, who are you waving at? There, more of you.
He knows waving, but he doesn't know high fives.
Obviously.
Makes sense.
Why would they high five?
I just slowly turn the high five into a thumbs up.
He just kind of looks like, I don't know. And he starts to walk out of the room, and he says, I'll go get the other guys to relieve me. There should be 2 of them. You stay here.
No, he's coming down. He's coming down. He's with me.
Oh.
The other guys, they're coming.
Oh, okay. Well, bring them down right now. Come on. We need to change. I've been in here for a while.
Can Oran hear? Can Oran hear
I'm
this?
strongest. I'm strongest. They're slow. You go ahead.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Can Oran hear this?
No.
Yeah, it wasn't like a big drop. You can kind of hear it, like you can hear him kind of talking through the just kind of up and a little bit muffled, but you can hear what's going on.
Oran turns to Tarat and casts Disguise Self. And turns himself into a goblin.
Why?
And I'm gonna
The whole bit.
I'm coming. And
So you're making your way down?
I'm gonna come down.
Okay. Wait. I'm confused. You disguised it on yourself?
I used Disguise Self, and I mimicked, like, I tried to go close to what Coyn had. Like we're like differently dressed goblin twins.
You're just missing the left ear as opposed to the right ear.
Yeah,
or
just
whatever.
different ears.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me open this up where you can kind of see.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my gosh, this is insane. This can't work.
Yes, it can. Because who would have thought? I didn't even know you had Disguise Self, and you didn't even know I had Disguise Self. So this
Yeah,
is working
I
perfectly.
wouldn't have thought that you guys both picked the same stinking thing.
All right, hang on.
You both just read that and you're like,
Yeah, Oran's a little sneaky.
So.
Oh man,
Oops.
my
So
face is
Coyn
hurting
came down.
from swallowing.
Coyn came down, and we'll say Oran is there, just kind of like. Did you want to go ahead and start rappelling down into it?
Yeah, like I said, I hear him talking and hear the other guy expecting another goblin to come down. So I'm like, okay, gonna keep this bit rolling and gonna disguise self and head down.
All right, so he kind of looks up. He's kind of waiting, and you start to make your way down. He goes, "Oh yeah. Wait, what was your name?" So he's pointing up at Oran. He says, "Wait, what was your name?" That's your name?
Come on.
Thanks,
It's not
Coyn.
that hard. It's not that hard. Just imagine a rock falling into mud and just say that.
My name is Glorp.
There you go.
Give me a deception check.
Oh gosh.
It's so awkward. It's like you're being interviewed, but you're repelling. It's like, yeah, my strongest qualities about myself.
You said deception?
Yes.
Is there any way I can aid him in this? Like, just jump in and say something? Like, he's brother.
Oh, it's a 9. 9 on deception. That's it. Yes, Brady, say it like I failed the DC. Gosh.
Just making sure
Roll for initiative.
that would be
Not pumping all them bonuses.
That would be a 9. That would be start the battle music.
So he looks up at you and he says, "Hey, Glorp died a few days ago." And then he starts to say,
No, Glorp 2, different Glorp.
so you hear him yell out.
Did I say Glorp? I meant
Yorp.
You see him start about to yell. He goes, "Ah!"
Has-
And he stops and then he goes, "Wait, have a deal for you."
Oh.
And that's where we'll end.
Oh.
and he's not really a goblin. He's just
He's a disguised
another
like you.
human with disguised self.
He's the fourth member of our party.
Oh,
my god!
nice.
This is how we're meeting him.
Introduce our
or her.
Oh yeah, introduce our guest, our fourth.
Yeah. Okay, bring him in.
Very nice.
We're going long. No,
We're going long. Oh man, bring us down. Bring us down with the. There we go. There. Nice. Nice. I like it. It's
Hey,
good.
the Twitchers are enjoying the visuals. I imagine all the facial reactions and pointing.
Yeah, that's why you gotta watch. That's why you gotta watch it live.
You know,
Was
every time, Dustin, you've been which I think you're over there because the camera's like flipped or something screwy.
Yeah.
But every time the sound was on point, I was like,
Yeah.
pointing at you.
Yeah. No, that was good. Oh gosh, that ooze. So many hit points.
Dive. Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
this.
that I thought you guys were
Dodge,
just gonna like
dive and dodge.
Just
get your
gonna
way out.
book it.
I tried, but you said stand your blade or something. And
Yeah.
Stay your blade.
Stay your blade. I'm like,
Here.
Stay. No, I thought about it and had Coyn not cast light on my spell book and me be able to see, because whenever he hit the dancing light, I assumed it went darkness, but I forgot that I could see. I was thinking Oran's just gonna like be completely in darkness and just be standing there, not knowing what's going on until the ooze hits him the first time. But yeah, once I remembered that Coyn got me with light, I thought it was good. Phew, man, it took a lot.
Cool. Do we need to? We gonna say bye to everybody on Twitch, or we already off?
No. We're still going. We're still going. They can still see us and hear
Well,
us.
thank you everybody for joining in and joining us. If you have any questions or suggestions or anything, and you want to let us know about anything we can improve on, we are open to constructive criticism. Hit us
more
up on our
hats, less
Twitter.
hats, more Hawaiian shirts.
You can check out what's the handle for those, Patrick?
You said on social media. That's
Yeah.
the Vitamin DND pod.
Yes, and then our email is the vitamin DND podcast at gmail.com. That's the vitamin D, the letter N, D podcast at gmail.com. Hit us up there if you have any suggestions, want to tell us anything, or ask us any questions, either D&D related or anything otherwise. Check out your local gaming stores. Go show them some love. They need it in these hard times. Also, thank you to Syrinscape. Thank you to Roll20. And thank you to Jonathan or JNATHYN at JNATHYN for the use of our intro song, which is awesome of him to let us use that. And thank you to everybody that's watched and or listened. Anybody else have anything?
The sound sets, if you want to listen to them on Syrinscape, are Flooded Cavern, Ooze Battle, and Classic Adventure.
Which they were very on point. Good job with that.
They were.
Syrinscape.
The magic missiles sounded really good. I thought.
Oh yeah.
There was some
Until it
crashed.
So we're not going to
Yeah,
use
right.
Magic Missile because it crashes Syrinscape.
Is it how many like sound wedges is it? Like 40 or something? Just
There's a million. There's a lot. There's just but when you hit the Magic Missile, apparently it closes Syrinscape sometimes. So we're going to avoid that.
I'm gonna have to relink with you because it totally just like kicked me out. It's like, nope, you're not getting back in.
Nice.
All right, well, thank you all so much for watching and listening. We will catch you on the next one. We stream every Saturday at 8:30 East or 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. You can check us out there. You can check us video on demand on YouTube or here on Twitch, or you can check out our podcast form on Heroes Need Not Apply, where you get your podcasts. Thank you for listening and hanging out, and we'll see you on the next adventure.
Alrighty.
Toodaloo.
Bye.